Welcome to Cindy's Creative Inspirations. Today we're going to explore the basics of using Kroma Crackle and some fun techniques. Kroma Crackle is a clear medium that is suitable for many surfaces, both flexible and rigid. In this video, I will be showing you how to apply basics, color washes, and more. So let me show you how to apply Kroma Crackle. Using a palette knife, you're going to want to apply a thick layer of Kroma Crackle. And I just put it right onto the paper. Now you can use colored paper as well. And then using your knife, spread a nice thick layer, kind of like frosting a cake, and leave it thick. And that way, the thicker you spread it, the thicker your cracks or the larger the cracks will be. With Kroma Crackle, it's going to dry white on white paper. It's going to dry white on any paper actually. But in the future videos, I'm going to show you how to mix in other mediums for other varied crackle looks. For this one, I mixed in Martha Stewart Pearl. And I mixed it right in with my medium and I spread it thick. And you can see where I spread it thickest, I have bigger cracks, and thinner, I have smaller cracks. And that all adds to the beauty of this product. Now you'll notice that some of these cracks look like they're, the little edges are lifted. So the very first step, once your paper is dry or your cardstock is dry, is taking a little bit of water and a clear acrylic medium. And I make it really fluid because you want to be able to get into all of those cracks. I'm using a wider paintbrush that's very soft so I don't make any of those cracks lift up. And I'm going to mix this up, but it's going to turn clear, and then as it dries, it'll go back to this color. And you're just going to brush it over all of this, making sure that it's fluid enough to work underneath all those cracks. And this makes it flexible. And I like doing this because that way it allows me to die cut using all my Spellbinders dies very easily. Now, if one of these little cracks sticks up, you can just make sure that you add a little bit and then just make sure you push it down. Once your crackle dries and you've applied your clear acrylic medium, then the fun begins and you can do all these cool new techniques. So this is, I've used the Spellbinders Delightful Circles, and this I actually did metallic pearl paint onto cardstock. I let it dry, and then what I did was in a mini mister, I mixed peacock feathers, Tim Holtz distress ink, and water, and I spritzed it onto my surface, and it just kind of went all the way in, and I let it dry, and then I was able to take the die here and die cut this. And now you can see that peacock feather in the metallic pearl paint, and this was done on red cardstock. So you don't have to do it on white cardstock. You'd get a totally different look if you did it on white. So that's one technique. So here is the ornament that I showed you in my last video, and how I created this look was I took twinkling H2Os and mixed them with water, and then with a brush I did a color wash over the entire ornament. And then I took Perfect Pearls powder, and with a little bit of water, I mixed it, and then I did the top. And this is the look that you get. So that's using color wash, both twinkling H2Os and Perfect Pearls powder and water. So here's another project. And what I did for this one is I took the pink on white paper. So this is white, and I took this Martha Stewart Pearl color, and I let it dry, and then I took the twinkling H2Os, my brush and water, and I brushed over the color wash, and it just gave it that metallic-y, pearly sheen. This one was done on white cardstock. You'll see it's white cardstock. And then I used this pearl paint. I let it dry. I put my clear acrylic sealer on, and then I simply cut it with the Stately Circles die here. For this one, I used the metallic Martha Stewart paint let it dry, and I did it on white paper as well. And then once it was dry, I actually used the Adirondack mixatives in silver and just sponged on top and then die cut it. So that's how I created this really beautiful Spellbinders die cut out of Labels 32. This is a picture frame that I did, and it actually comes wood like this. I painted it again with this same Martha Stewart metallic paint, and then I added the crackle and let it dry in the white, and this is how it looks. So let's do some fun things with the crackle. This is one that has been done and dried, and now what I want to do is I want to use some Tim Holtz Distress inks. And in my ink palette I have the colors of Broken China, Dusty Concord, and Peeled Paint. And I have 2 drops each, and then I have some water. So we're going to mix with water, and we're going to do a color wash over this. And you can do this with acrylic paint, you can do it with stains. And then we're going to clean the brush out and do the other 2 colors. This is Dusty Concord. And then last we will do the Peeled Paint. And then we can let that dry. This one actually was done on white paper with the pink, and what I did was I used the Distress stains. So I used the same color, but I used the stains, and I actually just took them and went right over with the dauber tip and just went right over that. And so that's how you can do that as well. So I hope I've inspired you to grab some Kroma Crackle and get cracking. This product is so fun to use.